Melody Show. The Tasha Melody Show. The Tasha Melody Show. The Tasha Melody Show.
It's the Tach Melody Show, bitches!
The Tasha Melody Show.
Hey everyone, this is Tach Melody from the Talk to the Melody Show, and you are tapped into episode 10. All right, so tonight we have with us a very special guest, author and novelist, Aiyana Mccoy. Hi Aiyana, how are you?
Hello. I'm doing good.
Thank you so much for taking the time out to be with me on my show tonight. So, for those of my viewers that don't know who you are, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yeah, so I'm Aiyana Mccoy. I am an indie author slash YouTuber. Pretty much I just film myself writing and reading all the fun stuff. But I have currently 4-book series. It's a romance series with a little bit of suspense, and that's pretty much what I write.
All right, so let's take it back. So, can you tell us a little bit about your cultural background and where did you grow up?
So I grew up in 2 different places, kind of. So for like the first 8 years of my life, I was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Then I moved to Ohio, spent the rest of my childhood there until I graduated, and then I moved back to Michigan. So kind of moved in a couple of places.
Oh, okay. So, how did you get involved, or how did you get started with the idea of writing?
So I kind of always liked writing. Like I used to do it when I was a kid. I think I started writing kind of when I was 12, and then I started writing like little stories in my like English class. And I first started learning I could like write a book and maybe like publish. And back in like 2020, because I got on like Book Talk, TikTok. It's like a side of TikTok, but that's when I really started learning how to publish and stuff like that.
Okay. So, what is your creativity process like when you are putting your stories together? Do you go somewhere like a quiet place, or do you have like a special method, or because writing a novel is not, easy. So, what is that process like?
Yeah, it depends on the story for me, but for the current ones I have out, I pretty much just stay in my room. It's kind of my comfort place, honestly. But I usually get like a notebook or something to put all the ideas in there. Like it's usually just loose ideas, like who the characters are, where I want the story to go. And then I start writing. I like to just make sure I have everything planned out before I write, but not anything too organized.
And how many novels do you have out now?
I have 3. The 4th one is coming out in a couple of weeks.
Oh, nice. And you stated your novels is romance, sci-fi. What is it?
Romance with a little bit of suspense.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you faced any challenges in that industry?
I would say the only challenge I really have is just like promoting it. Because if you go the indie route instead of like traditional, it's pretty much you're doing everything yourself. So you like wear so many hats. So you gotta like figure out how you're gonna do the cover, where you're gonna get editing done, where you want to publish it, all that stuff. So I would just say that would be the hardest part of what I'm doing. Is just doing everything on my own.
Okay. And how long does it take for you to actually sit and write a novel?
I would say a month. I wouldn't say anything longer than a month. Like if I actually just sit down and focus, yeah, I can do it in a month.
And where does your ideas come from when you're sitting writing?
It depends. I'm pretty creative, so I kind of just come up with random things most of the time. It just comes off like right off my head. But I do take a lot of inspiration from like the shows I watch and like music I listen to, because they always have like a little storyline and stuff like that behind them.
Yeah. And where can our viewers purchase your books that you have out now?
So you can get them on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. I think I have them both linked in my Facebook bio. Not 100% sure. But you could also just look up my name on Amazon. You can find me that way. Yeah, it's the easiest way to do it.
Okay. And so, can you let our viewers know what advice would you give to aspiring authors who would like to, put their books together, get it out there, like the process?
um, I would just say like do your research and know what process you want to do because
Mm-hmm,
there's like two different ways you could do it. Like you could do it in the traditional route where you have to find an agent and that's like a whole nother situation to deal with, but you
mm-hmm,
could do it all yourself. It's just like basically just knowing what you want to do just so you know how to do it.
yeah. And so, with that being said, with your chapters, do you, so how many chapters normally does your book have? Like, is it like a set mode where you, okay, I'm gonna write this chapter that's like a 300 pages, and then I'm gonna put it down a little bit, and then write the other chapter. How is that process?
um I would say chapters for the whole book. It depends on the story because,
Mm-hmm.
like, my first book is like 31 chapters,
Oh, wow.
and then my second one is 27. So it really just depends on how I want the story to go. But I really don't think that hard about it. I kind of just, my outline is kind of just like, oh, what's going to happen in chapter one? And then what's going to happen in chapter two kind of thing. So it doesn't really have a specific method.
Okay, okay. And do you have any events coming up as far as like book signing or um like a pre-date where people can pre-purchase your book?
Not currently. I don't have anything going on like in person. So
Mm-hmm.
not currently, but I am looking forward to trying to do that at least maybe this year or next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when does the pre-order start for your new book coming out?
So the pre-orders are actually available right now, but you only can pre-order the physical copy at Barnes and Noble.
Mm-hmm.
But so you can pre-order them now. The only way you can pre-order it on Amazon is through the ebook, like the online book version.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because it's coming out in a few weeks, so
And can you let our viewers know the title of the book?
yeah, so the title for the one that just came out is Project Rescue. I have it right here.
Yeah, can you put it a little bit closer? We can.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Project
oh,
Rescue. You could probably look it up and find it that way, but you probably want to search my name with it to make it easier to find it. Yeah.
all right. And so I always love to ask this question to all my authors. So, will there be any films coming out of this?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I haven't really thought about it because I'm really into like writing the books, but I wouldn't mind if there was a film for it.
Yeah.
But so maybe one day, but currently
Right.
no.
All right. So, are your books prior? Is that like sequels, or is just like a totally different story?
So they're kind of sequels, but then they're kind of standalones. So
Okay.
they follow different couples in each book,
Oh,
but
okay.
they're all in like the same universe, like the same world, like they know each other and things like that. So it is a different story each book, but they're all like they know each other, I guess. They're in the same circle.
Okay, so it's all connected then.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And once again, can you please give my viewers the date for the orders when your book is coming out, and where will it be available? One more time, please.
So Amazon and Barnes and Noble, it will be out on July 14th. It should be like immediately when the day hits, so like 12. The people who pre-ordered it will probably get it shipped at
Mm-hmm.
some point within those next days after. So yeah,
Okay.
July 14th.
July 14th. Great. I'm definitely gonna get my copy. Uh, all right. So, are there any shout outs you would like to give out before we go?
um, well, I guess I'll shout my dad out. My dad's Mccoy, filmmaker. He does a lot of things.
Yes.
But Yeah, he's helped me a lot when it comes to like writing the story. At least the first one a couple of years ago. So it's very nice. I have a creative dad also, and also I like to shout out the whole corner of TikTok. Book Talk is where I am,
Yeah.
and I have a lot of mutuals who also self-publish and write books and all that. It's a nice little space.
Yeah. So one more question before you go. So if we have any viewers that want to look into the publishing, can you recommend where they can tap into that whole community?
Yeah, so you can look up the hashtags for it when you go on TikTok. It's like Book Talk, or you could do specifically Book Talk, which is what I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
There is this one Book Talk creator that taught me how to self-publish. I think her name was Rebecca Thorne. If you look her up, you can find her easily on TikTok. But yeah.
All right. And do you have any other future books coming out?
So the series isn't over yet. So I do have the fifth one, which will be coming out next year in April.
Okay.
So I have that, and then I have a few other projects I want to work on that's outside of the series, but I don't have names for them yet or anything.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you so much, Aiyana, for joining me tonight. And I'm definitely looking forward to your books coming out. Hopefully, I can get a signed autograph one day.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you, viewers, for joining me tonight. This is Tach Melody on the Talk to the Melody show, and we out. Thank you.
The Tasha Melody Show. The Tasha Melody Show. The Tasha Melody Show.
It's the Tach Melody Show, bitch.
The Tasha Melody Show. The Tasha Melody Show.
It's the Tach Melody Show, bitch.
The Tasha Melody Show. The Tasha Melody Show. The Tasha Melody Show. The Tasha Melody Show.
It's the Tach Melody Show, bitch.
The Tasha Melody Show.